Hey guys, what's up? Vero here. So there's been a lot of hype this week on the paid level 90s, and I wanted to make a video kind of discussing my own thoughts about it, as well as other people's thoughts. So a lot of people saw with the patch on Tuesday that it was going to be $60. Now note, this could change. Now at first I was kind of like, wow, that sounds kind of like a lot, but I feel like it's kind of reasonable, although I do wish it had an option to where if your character was of a higher level, you would only have to pay a certain amount instead of the full amount to get it up. Sorry. But the reason I say this is because a lot of people are leveling characters, myself included. I started leveling a rogue up to level 60 because if you do the boost from 60 to 90 with because you get a free one for warlords, and then if you buy it, and then you can also buy some if you want, you get both of your professions, so both of your main professions. So like on my rogue I might do leatherworking and I don't know what else, I haven't decided, jewel crafting, we'll say I do that, and that'll get automatically boosted to 600, plus they also level your first aid for you. Not that I really use first aid, but I might, you know, and it's nice not to have to level it if I don't want to. So I think a lot of people are going to be doing the 60 to 90, so I kind of wish it was reduced in that case, but I don't know if that's something that they would actually consider. But I originally was going to make a video kind of talking about my thoughts about the boost, and at first I was kind of about it, but I kind of like it. You know, I think a lot of people say things like, you know, they don't really add anything for people that have been playing this game for a long time who pay monthly. But I mean, this is something that anyone can take advantage of. And yeah, it's $60, or, you know, maybe it'll be 40 or 50 or whatever. And, you know, that's obviously, I think that's kind of more of like a splurge purchase instead of, you know, I just have $60 to throw around at all my characters. But, you know, I think it's a good advantage for people that are maybe already playing the game and they've been thinking about leveling alts, but they just really don't want to, or there's just new players coming to the game and they're afraid that they're not going to be able to catch up, and then it allows them to catch up. So I think it's a great idea, although I do wish they had, you know, a lower price if you're going from like 60 to 90, or even if you're going from 80 to 90, because let's face it, 85 to 90 also sucks. But I asked on Twitter for friends' opinions and other people's opinions who follow me to see what they kind of thought about it. So first, I actually have an email as well. This is from 10 Keels on Twitter, and he said, basically people have been paying $55, $60 in Canada due to the dollar conversion for faction and server chains since what? Wrath? And now if you pay $60, you get a brand new level 90. That's got some starter gear, max professions if it was 60 plus prior to the boost, on any server and faction they want. No one complains about the price of the other. I always complain about the price of the other sometimes if I had to transfer a lot of characters that had to do faction and server transfer, because it does add up quickly. $60 is way more than fair when you think about it. People are only complaining because they will be expecting cheap 90s. Funny how they don't complain about paying the same thing but for less. Plus they get a free boost anyway with warlords. I'm not complaining and never will. $60 is just as fair as any other character service price. Yeah, I feel like the price is pretty fair. Alright, so now I have some Twitter responses. So I have one from Sarah, who is at Fentime Dagron. I said that wrong, I'm sorry. She said, it should have restrictions before the options become available. For instance, DK's opening up on accounts, which I agree with. Ariel, I totally probably said your name wrong too. Lol, a bunch of exclamation marks. Although honestly, I am still kind of on the fence at the moment, mostly worried about UK prices. Oh, and he also said, where is my credit card? I jokingly said I would add that, so that's why he said lol, I think. And we also have one from Star Mike, who said, short answer, it keeps the game from being flooded by baddies. Then we have one from Brendan Sparks, who said, time is money. $60 for grinding time. I've already gotten 90 on multiple characters, now I can jump in and play on a new servers with new people. And then Colusty MMO said, people are already spending $95 for 80s. For a friend, Battle.net chest, expansion, game time, account transfer. This is a benefit. Factor in rolling an existing character onto a new server faction is $55. $60 for the new character is entirely good. And then Hypno Toaded. I'm butchering everybody's name. I'm sorry. I think they'd make more money in the long run with a lower price. More people would buy or get multiple. At the price of a new AAA game, I won't be buying any. I don't know. I feel like they could lower the price. Like in the past they did deals with where they like lowered the prices of stuff, like for character transfers and faction changes, and I think even character customizations, they kind of like halved the price for a certain amount of time. I kind of wish that they would do that again, so maybe that's something that they'll do in the future with this, where it'll be a little bit cheaper to give people incentive to buy it, because I don't think they want, you know, everyone and their mom to buy a level 90 character. I think they want it to be something that people actually consider, like, okay, do I want to spend $60 on this? Am I actually going to play this character? Is this a good investment? Instead of investing my time into a character, I can invest my money. So that's kind of my stance, I guess, with that. I don't know. And we have Jackal the DK said FTP, oh, free to play would kill subs from hardcore gamers. Yes, more people would try the game, but they would probably won't keep playing. I think 60 is too much. 25 to 35 bucks would be better. I don't want to pay as much for an expansion to boost a tune. And then Hestia Druid said, I wish the price was more reasonable, but to save time, I'd be willing to pay it reluctantly. Jackal also said, true, but you could, as I said something, I don't remember what I said, you could buy a digital copy of Warlords when it's available and get a free 90 boost for under 60 bucks. Yes, but the only way that you would do that is if you had all the other prior expansions. So you would have to buy quite a few. You'd end up spending more in the long run trying to get a level 90 for free, even though you weren't end up getting it for free, because you'd probably be paying almost double the price. Because currently, I actually checked, the first WoW expansion, which goes up to Wrath, is like $13, I think, on Amazon. We'll just round it down to like 12, I think it's like 12 something, and then Mist of Pandaria is $20, so you're looking at $30 right there, plus $40 for the new expansion, so you'd end up playing over $60, and you'd have to pay for a month of game time at some point, in theory, if you wanted to. But I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to, unless you were doing it for a friend. And then Out of Beta said basically what Hestia said, although with 43% more reluctance than probably. And then Shami Ren said, I think 60 is reasonable. If it's too cheap, people will just buy all max levels. 60 seems like it will keep people from only buying 90s. I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but I don't see people paying for 6 or 7. Yeah, also replied with, I think 45 to 50 would have been a good range. 2, high enough not to buy 20 90s in a sitting, or even more than 2. I feel like 50. I think if I was pricing it, I would have put it at like 45 or somewhere around there. But I might have done something where, you know, like I said, where, you know, if you have a level 75 character and you're boosting it to 90, it's cheaper than 60. Alright, so that was all of the Twitter comments, and I read the one email that I got, and I feel like a lot of people are just shocked by the price. They didn't expect it to be this much, and I feel like the price is reasonable, but I mean, if they dropped it by like $10 or so, I don't think that would be such a bad thing. I guess we'll really find out when the boost actually happens. So I want to know your thoughts on it, so leave a comment below with your opinion. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you gonna buy it? Whether it's $60 or 20 bucks, are you gonna buy it? I probably won't buy any. I mean, maybe on like friend servers if I'm like really planning to play there, maybe, but I have so many characters already at like in the 85 plus range that I don't really feel the need to buy another character. But for my free Warlords, I will be doing a rogue, as I said. I named her Kenzie after Lost Girl, so let me know what character you're going to do for your boost as well, and why. I just chose a rogue because that's the only thing I don't have at 85 or above. Well, I have one at 85, but she's on my Refer a Friend account, and it's, you know, I could get a free character to 90 instead of paying to move her and then having to level her and having to level her professions. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just saying. So much for watching this video. Be sure to thumbs it up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I think the button's somewhere down there. Also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment if you have anything you want to say, and be sure to check out my previous video. And again, don't forget to subscribe so that you can see the next video. Bye!